Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing a task or set of tasks. It's when we choose to do something else, even when we know it might hurt us in the long run. We've all been there. The essay due tomorrow that's still a blank page, the mounting laundry pile we ignore, the important phone call we just can't seem to make. Procrastination isn't about laziness or poor time management. It's a complex interplay of emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. It steals our time, amplifies stress, and can even sabotage our goals. From leaving dishes unwashed to putting off that important project, procrastination can feel like a constant companion. We might scroll through social media instead of finishing a work report or binge watch a TV series when we should study for an exam. Understanding why we procrastinate is the first step toward overcoming it. By recognizing the patterns of procrastination, we can start to understand the triggers that lead us down this unproductive path. While procrastination involves delaying a task despite potential negative consequences, purposeful delay is a strategic decision. We might postpone a task because we're waiting for more information or resources. Purposeful delay is a calculated decision to postpone a task for valid reasons. For instance, we might delay a project until we have gathered all the necessary data. Procrastination, however, is driven by a desire to avoid the task, often due to negative emotions associated with it. We know we should be working on that presentation, but the thought of it fills us with dread, so we check our email instead. This avoidance only serves to amplify our stress and anxiety in the long run. Understanding the difference is key to breaking free from the procrastination cycle. It allows us to make conscious choices about our time and priorities. Procrastination often stems from deep-seated fears. The fear of failure can be paralyzing, leading us to avoid tasks where we doubt our ability to succeed. We might procrastinate on starting a new project because we're afraid of not being good enough. Perfectionism, while seemingly positive, can fuel procrastination. The need for everything to be flawless can be overwhelming, leading to avoidance. When we strive for unattainable standards, we set ourselves up for disappointment and procrastination. Lack of motivation is another culprit behind procrastination. When we lack interest in a task or don't see its relevance, it's easy to put it off. This often occurs when tasks feel overwhelming, tedious, or personally meaningless. By addressing our fears, challenging perfectionistic tendencies, and finding ways to boost motivation, we can start to break free from the procrastination cycle. Several psychological theories shed light on why we procrastinate. Temporal motivation theory suggests that our motivation is influenced by how soon we expect a reward. We're more likely to tackle tasks with immediate rewards, while those with distant benefits are often postponed. Self-determination theory emphasizes the importance of autonomy, competence, and relatedness in motivation. When we feel in control of our choices and confident in our abilities, we're less likely to procrastinate. Conversely, when we feel pressured or unsure of ourselves, procrastination becomes more likely. Psychodynamic theory views procrastination as a way of managing negative emotions, such as anxiety or low self-esteem. By putting off tasks, we temporarily avoid the discomfort associated with them. However, this relief is short-lived and ultimately reinforces the cycle of procrastination. Behavioral economics explores how our decision-making is influenced by biases and heuristics. We tend to prioritize immediate gratification over long-term rewards, leading to procrastination. Understanding these cognitive biases can help us make more rational choices. Procrastination is more than just a harmless quirk. It can significantly impact our mental health and well-being. Chronic procrastination is linked to increased stress, anxiety, and depression. The constant pressure of unfinished tasks and looming deadlines weighs heavily on our minds, leading to feelings of guilt, inadequacy, and overwhelm. Procrastination can also erode our self-esteem. As we repeatedly delay tasks, we might start to question our abilities and self-worth. This negative self-perception can seep into other areas of our lives, affecting our relationships, work, and overall confidence. Moreover, procrastination can lead to sleep disturbances. The anxiety and stress of unfinished tasks can make it difficult to relax and fall asleep. This sleep deprivation can, in turn, exacerbate procrastination, creating a vicious cycle. By addressing procrastination, we can reduce stress, improve our mood, and enhance our overall well-being. Seeking professional help can provide us with valuable tools and strategies to overcome procrastination and its associated mental health challenges. Procrastination is often fueled by a complex interplay of emotions. Fear is a common culprit, driving us to avoid tasks that trigger anxiety, self-doubt, or a sense of being overwhelmed. We might procrastinate on a work presentation out of fear of public speaking or avoid asking for a raise because we're afraid of rejection. Frustration can also lead to procrastination. When we feel stuck or encounter obstacles in a task, it's tempting to disengage and put it off. Guilt often accompanies procrastination. As we delay tasks, we're often aware that we're not fulfilling our responsibilities, leading to feelings of remorse and self-reproach. This guilt can be paralyzing, making it even harder to start the task we've been avoiding. Shame is another emotion closely tied to procrastination. This shame can lead to a cycle of self-sabotage, where we procrastinate even more to avoid confronting these negative feelings. Certain personality traits can make individuals more susceptible to procrastination. Impulsivity, the tendency to act without thinking, can contribute to procrastination. Individuals high in impulsivity might find it challenging to resist distractions and stay focused on tasks, especially those that require sustained effort over time. Neuroticism, characterized by a tendency to experience negative emotions such as anxiety, worry, and self-doubt, is also linked to procrastination. The heightened anxiety and fear of failure often associated with neuroticism can make it difficult to initiate and complete tasks, leading to avoidance and procrastination. On the other hand, conscientiousness, marked by traits like organization, responsibility, and self-discipline, is associated with lower levels of procrastination. Conscientious individuals tend to be more goal-oriented, planful, and better able to regulate their impulses, making them less likely to procrastinate. Understanding the role of personality in procrastination helps us develop personalized strategies for managing procrastination effectively. Our environment can significantly impact our tendency to procrastinate. A cluttered workspace, for instance, can be overwhelming and distracting, making it challenging to focus on tasks. Conversely, a clean and organized environment can promote a sense of calm and control, making it easier to concentrate and be productive. Similarly, our social environment plays a role. If we're surrounded by people who procrastinate, it can normalize the behavior and make it more tempting to follow suit. On the other hand, being around motivated and productive individuals can inspire us to stay on track and avoid procrastination. The availability of distractions in our environment is another crucial factor. In today's digital age, we're constantly bombarded with notifications, messages, and social media updates, all vying for our attention. Creating an environment that supports focus and productivity is essential for overcoming procrastination. By optimizing our environment, we can create a space that fosters concentration and reduces the temptation to procrastinate. Cognitive distortions, or negative thought patterns, often fuel procrastination. These distorted thoughts can skew our perceptions, and lead to irrational beliefs about tasks, our abilities, or the consequences of procrastination. One common distortion is catastrophizing, where we imagine the worst-case scenario, making the task seem insurmountable. Another distortion is all-or-nothing thinking, where we view tasks as either perfect or a complete failure. This black-and-white thinking can be paralyzing, as we fear anything less than perfection. Overgeneralization is another culprit, where we draw sweeping conclusions based on a single event or experience. Personalization is a distortion where we blame ourselves for things that are outside our control. For instance, we might personalize a project delay, even if it was caused by external factors, leading to feelings of guilt and self-doubt that fuel procrastination. Challenging and restructuring negative thought patterns is crucial for overcoming procrastination. Cognitive restructuring techniques can help us identify and reframe these distorted thoughts, replacing them with more balanced and realistic ones. When we catch ourselves catastrophizing, we can ask ourselves, what's the most likely outcome? For all-or-nothing thinking, we can strive for progress over perfection, focusing on taking small steps rather than aiming for an unrealistic ideal. Instead of telling ourselves it has to be perfect, we can reframe our thinking to, done is better than perfect. When we notice overgeneralization, we can remind ourselves that one instance doesn't define us, and we can learn from past experiences without letting them dictate our future actions. By challenging and reframing these negative thought patterns, we can reduce the anxiety and fear that often contribute to procrastination. Overcoming procrastination requires a multifaceted approach that addresses both the emotional and behavioral aspects of this common challenge. One effective strategy is breaking down large, overwhelming tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. This makes the task seem less daunting and provides a sense of accomplishment as we complete each step. Setting realistic goals is crucial. Instead of aiming for perfection, we can focus on making progress and acknowledge our efforts along the way. Celebrating small victories can boost our motivation and keep us moving forward. Creating a schedule and sticking to it can help us develop a routine and overcome the tendency to procrastinate. By allocating specific times for work and breaks, we can train our minds to focus during designated work periods. Using tools like timers and planners can further enhance our time management skills. By eliminating distractions, we can create an environment that promotes focus and productivity. In conclusion, procrastination is a complex behavior that affects many of us. By understanding its roots and implementing effective strategies, we can overcome it and lead more productive lives. Remember, it's not about achieving perfection, but making consistent progress. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Thank you for watching.